Yo, 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 yo. How you guys doing today? My last stream was a new video game called Arc Raiders. So for those of you who tested it out, you could always feel free to tell me like how you felt about the video game. I'll be making a quick clip for the video game maybe in like a few weeks. Um, for those of you who are still playing or watching streamers play Arc Raiders, um, today is the last day of the open beta. So if you didn't get to test it out, you have until like 9 p.m. or something like that, close to like 9 p.m., 8 p.m. to test it out and try Arc Raiders. I played it. My quick recap on the video game is that it was fun. Always playing like a new video game is always fun at first. If there was like a storyline campaign behind the video game, or it would be like pretty good. There's a video game called like Metro, and it's a video game based on uh it's basically the same principle, like the end of the world apocalypse, and like there's like something running like above ground, like that took over, and like everyone's like hiding in the sewers or hiding underground to keep safe. And like only the scavengers, they go out into like the open world and explore and try and scavenge stuff. So Metro, the difference between Metro and Arc Raiders is that in Metro it's zombies, and in Arc Raiders it's more like AI technology, robots, drones, stuff like that. So they're both pretty cool, but there was no like storyline campaign. So if there is one, maybe I might purchase the video game, but most likely I won't if it's just like an open world scavenger like hunt. But you're not really like scavenging for a real reason. You're just scavenging to find stuff to be able to sell them to purchase like better weapons and better equipment so you could go into like the world and try and like it's like 3v3 against like other teammates and shit like that, or like try and get as many drones as possible and just like survive for as long as possible. After a while, like you start noticing that it's a bit repetitive and starts to feel like work. Like if you go into the map with like a free loadout and you always have to find a whole bunch of stuff to like fill your backpack, you start feeling like shit, bro. Every time I try and fill up my backpack and just like leave with a whole bunch of like shit, bro, and then sell it, then like start over. You're just like scavenging nonstop to try and like rack up some like loot or money or like currency to be able to purchase better weapons. It starts feeling like work a little bit. Unless like you're more like a type to have like a solid team and you go in there with like your weapons and stuff and you could sort of control lobbies like that, where you enter like lobbies and you just like go on like the hunt, bro. Like I was trying to explain, like instead of being like the prey, you turn into like the hunter and you get to hunt like everyone that tries to join into like the lobby that you're in, and you play until you get tired or until you die or whatever, like whatever your objective is while you play that game. It's a fun game, but it's not a game that I would be playing like every day. Like I noticed like some streamers that were like really popular streamed it like once. They probably came to the same conclusion as me. Other streamers like they streamed it more than once, like every day. And I don't know if they're just doing that for like the views or if they actually like the idea of the video game. I don't really know. To each their own. Everyone gets to have fun in their own way. I could say a video game sucks and someone else could tell me, yo, that video game is actually really good. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. So I'm not really like against anything. Like it's a cool video game. The map was awesome and the concept behind it is cool. It's just to me, I felt like always restarting and regaining like shit that you want to like scavenge and filling up your backpack. So it felt like I was working. I don't know how to explain it. Like felt like it was a job that I wasn't getting paid to do. If that makes any sense. Like you were gathering shit to bring it back to like the girl's name is Shani, like that NPC character that asks you to go and collect stuff in the field and bring it back to her. Like that's like a job, bro. When someone tells you go and get me something, then bring it back to me, and you're not getting paid or you're not getting nothing in return, bro. That's like working for free. So kind of just like fuck with my head a little bit. It was fun. Like I played that game for a solid like 3, maybe 4 hours. And after that, I was like done, bro. I didn't feel like playing anymore. If there was a campaign though and a storyline behind it, I probably would play it. Like then there would be like an objective, right? You level up, like you make it through like a story. Like you start off with like excuse me, low quality like weapons and gear, and by the end of the story, like you have like the best gear and the best weapons, and you're going up against like final bosses that are like scavengers too, that have like their like their base in like the above ground world trying to control shit. So they had like a storyline behind it, that would be awesome. I would have to wait until they actually drop the video game to figure that out. But what's also cool about this video game is that the price behind it is like they're legit, bro. That's something that like kind of got my respect, bro, compared to most companies that are only like money hungry and shit, that keep like increasing the price of their video games, or like they keep adding like new packs that you could purchase in their video games. So you're always like giving all your money away to these companies. They're just like money hungry, always looking for their cash. Like just buying the video game isn't enough. They always gotta add extra shit that you could purchase in games, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of you that are like simps for shit like that, bro. I gotta get that new camo. I gotta get that new blueprint. I gotta get that new skin, bro. And like you guys really love shit like that. I bought like COD points in Call of Duty or in like Clash of Clans or in like other video games. I've done that like once or twice. It's not like it's a waste of money, but like you start realizing like it doesn't make the video game better. Doesn't change anything in the video game. It does like unless like there's one new like gun that they actually dropped in Call of Duty that kind of looks like a Halo Reach gun, bro. Like if you guys ever played like Halo, there's like this like little pistol with like alien spikes on it, like pink spikes or crystals, and it shoots like crystals or like the alien weaponry in like Halo. That's like a way that I could sort of explain that weapon. That's awesome, bro. It's not like a Call of Duty weapon or anything like that. It's like a different gun that you could only get if you purchase like the skin and like the loadout or whatever they offer to get that gun. So that's like different. So like, oh, I got a gun that you could only get and use if you bought a skin or if you're like playing with someone and like you get to kill them like in multiplayer and that's how you get to test it out. But besides that, like there's no difference. Like you can get a blueprint and it's like the a sniper, but the sniper's different because you have a different camo on it that makes it look special. Or you get a different finishing move. Like that's not gonna change the video game unless you're like a streamer with a lot of viewers and you always gotta make it look like different because you're always playing like the same video game, but you have to like switch up like the character skin so like it doesn't look like replays. It looks like, oh okay, today I'm gonna be using this skin, and then when they make new skins, I'll purchase those skins and use them to make my viewers know that I'm not like running replays or nothing like that. So many different types of like people who purchase these things. Some just purchase them because they have nothing better to spend their money on or whatever. But these companies, yo, they profit big time off of shit like that, bro. They make big money, bro. They make big money, bro, off of shit like that, and they know it, yo. They know that they're making bank every time they drop a new character, every time they drop a new skin, every time they drop a new blueprint. They know, like they have like a cap, bro. Like don't know like how much they get like every time they drop a like a new skin, and sometimes like it might be more, sometimes it might be less, and depending on if it generates less revenue or generates more revenue, like they'll know like what kind of skins and what kind of blueprints like the audience, their demographic wants, so they'll always make like something new in that like category, but like they'll make it just a little different. So that's just something to think about. Like you could always spend your money on cool shit, or you could spend your money on video games or whatever you're comfortable spending your money on. I don't really care. Most people have their own life to live and they get to decide what they do with their cash. I'm not their parents, I'm not their wife, I'm not their husband, I'm not their children. So my opinion shouldn't really matter, but it's just something to think about. Um so yeah, back to what I was saying, Arc Raiders, which is really cool. The video game is only about like $50. So on my last stream I ended up saying like that's the price of what like video games used to be like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They were like $50, bro. Even like as a kid, bro, like brand new video, like for a long time, bro, like almost like more than 15 years, bro. Like for a long time, brand new video games were $50 and it stayed $50 for a long time. And then like I don't know when exactly inflation hit. I think it was like in 2019. Could be 2018, 2019, something like that, bro. Like inflation like hit, bro, and everything fucking skyrocketed, bro. Like it was so weird. Everything like, and companies were like quick to react, like let's go, bro. Let's fucking raise the price on everything, bro. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about no one, bro. So a lot of people ended up like switching over to Xbox and Microsoft because they have like this package that you could pay like a membership. Like I think it's like maybe $5 a month. Could be between like $5 and $10 a month. So you end up spending like $100 a year, bro. But every year there are so many new video games that drop, and it doesn't take like a long time to beat like a brand new video game. It could take between like 3 days to a month, depending on how you play. But like it's worth it because if a brand new video game is worth like 80, 89.99 with tax, that's like $93, bro. That's like $93, $93 and like 3 cents, something stupid like that. And some video games like it's 89.99, but like price ends up going to like 103. So it's between like 93 and $100, bro, for a brand new video game. If it's not used, you could always purchase them used, but it's still gonna be like an insane price, like over $50. It's gonna be like 60 or 65, something like that. It'll be less than new, but still like expensive. So a lot of people switch to like Microsoft because you could spend $10 a month and have a membership, and on that membership you could share your password with like up to like four to five, between like 3 and 10 people. So let's say you have 10 people on your account, bro, and each person pays $1 a month, and you get to play whatever video game you want, bro. It's worth it. Every fucking video game, brand new, used. Even they have like a library category where you could go into like the categories and search for like old video games that you can't find in stores anymore. And they'll have them in their libraries that you get to test out, like old video games that you'll find on like Xbox One, Xbox 360. There's Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox X, Xbox Series S, bro. Like video games on all those categories, and you'll find like old ones. You'll find them even like in PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and then so on, bro. You'll find like old video games that you can't really find, even though it's Microsoft. Microsoft, there's like video games that Sony will make that like you could find on Xbox, and there's video games that you could find on Xbox that you could play on PlayStation. So I know Assassin's Creed used to be like just a Xbox video game, but you could play Assassin's Creed like on PlayStation too. Like before it was an Xbox video game, they had Assassin's Creed on PlayStation 3. So there was Assassin's Creed's on PlayStation 3, bro. But then it switched over to Microsoft exclusively, and then it switched back over to like both because people would complain and they were like, "Fuck it, we can't just make a video game for one console. Everyone should be able to purchase and play it." Like when companies like they fight over stuff like that, oh, we need more people to buy like Xbox video games, so they have to purchase Xbox and PlayStation, so they could play some that are just Xbox games and some that are just PlayStation games. So fuck it. But then they squashed all that shit, bro, and like now you could still not play like Xbox games on the PlayStation. Like if you have Xbox videos or video games, you can't put them in your PlayStation, but you buy them online. Like, it doesn't really matter what console you're playing them on, and if you're playing them on like your Mac or your computer or whatever type of like laptop you have or anything like that, It's even better because you don't have to worry about Xbox or PlayStation. You could just play them directly on your computer, and they'll be compatible with your computer, and you'll be able to play those games. There's a lot of them, bro. So if you guys want to look into that, bro, it's actually worth it. Obviously, there are people who still rather buy like hard disk copies. You give them like a sense of like the old days, bro. Oh, I get to go to a video game store and wait in line on the release date. Gives them like a nostalgic feeling, bro. Like back when Call of Duty would drop, yo, I know that was a huge thing, bro. Even for me, like, yo, they would release it like at midnight, and you were able to go to like the game stores at like midnight and like wait in line, bro, with all your boys, bro, and just like purchase like these video games. And they would offer like tournaments in some of these like video game stores that you would buy them from, or like you would go like the next day as soon as the store opened, and there was like huge lineups, bro, in the store for just like Call of Duty and shit. And eventually you were able to purchase them online, and people started like streaming, bro, streaming like TV, and everything started becoming like mainstream on the internet. Everything on the internet, you order food from restaurants off your phone or off the internet, and they come to you, or you could order clothes for off the internet and they come to you. Like everything became like internet based for a little while. I think like after 2019, everyone was doing everything like off the internet. Not the only thing that you would go to the store for was like groceries and shit. You'd go to the store to get like food, but even at that, you could purchase like, or there's like applications that like you pay your bill, bro, and then someone that works in the grocery store picks up all your food, bro. Puts it in a basket, and then they bring it to your house. You get your groceries delivered to you too now. So some people, they don't even need to leave the house anymore. They could just chill at home and order everything they need. They could just chill at home, bro. A lot of people do that now. It's not a bad thing. It frees up a lot of time. Let's say you don't have to go grocery shopping anymore. You could use that time to do like workouts and shit. Oh, I always had to go grocery shopping like at least 2, 3 times a week. Now instead of grocery shopping, someone brings me my food, and I could hit the gym 2, 3 times a week. Like I personally work out, bro. Like one day I'll show you guys my body. I know like a lot of streamers, like they stream without shirts and stuff. I'm not big on like nudity on camera, just because like I'm allowed to be like private and stuff. But one day I'll show you guys. I'll take off my shirt. I'm not like I'm muscular, bro. I have like big biceps, bro. But like I have a fat tummy. Like my stomach is like big, bro. I have like a it's like a dad bod. It's like a dad bod, but like with like muscles, bro. Like I'm still like beef, bro. I don't take like no creatine or no like proteins or nothing like that. No steroids, all natural. Um, if I did take steroids, I would balloon up, bro. I would turn into like one of those bodybuilders. But having big muscles doesn't mean you're strong or stronger. It doesn't make you stronger. You could do everything that any bodybuilder does without the use of steroids. What steroid is like something that'll just make your muscles like balloon up. So if you want to compete in competitions, you could do shit like that. But one thing behind steroids, bro, is that it's a lot of money, bro. It's not cheap. Those things don't come cheap. They're super expensive. And like if you ever listen to any bodybuilder stories, like they'll tell you like some of them end up spending like 5 to 20 grand a month, bro, on steroids and shit like that, and all their substances and like pills and like all that, bro. They'll spend upwards to like 20K a month, bro. So you're spending like $250,000 a year just on like steroids and trying to keep your muscles like big, bro. Sure, you might get a lot of women, might get a lot of attention from like dudes and shit in the gym. Like, damn, bro, you got huge and shit. Like, you might get complimented a lot, but you don't have the funds for that shit. Like, you'll balloon up once, and maybe like you'll be able to maintain that a little, but your muscles will start deflating, bro, real quick if you don't upkeep it. And like, there's a like brainwashing mentality behind it. Like going to the gym, like let's say a gym goer goes to the gym every week, every week, every week, and they take 1 week off. Like it'll brainwash them into believing like, oh, bro, Like, I ended up getting weak, bro, or I ended up losing muscle mass, or I ended up becoming like soft, bro. Like my muscles weren't as hard as before. Like it's there's a whole like gym brainwashing behind all that. But there is a healthy way to work out. Like you could take your workouts like not to like extreme levels, like push-ups, set-ups, squats, um, stuff like that, like pull-ups. Pull-ups are still like very intense, bro. That's like the hardest one out of all of them, like pull-ups and chin-ups and like muscle ups, bro. That's like the hardest thing you could do without like any weights. But like just push-ups, set-ups, squats, like those are like the best things you could do for your body to keep your body in shape. Like and still like be like super strong and healthy without like exerting like your muscles in your body like too much. And obviously the more push-ups you do, the the more your stamina is, the stronger you get, the more you feel like healthy. At first you're gonna feel weak and like your muscles are gonna hurt, but the more you do, the more you're able to do, and the stronger you'll be. It's just a mentality behind it, but it's not necessary. You don't have to work out. No one really has to work out, but it's a good thing to do. Working out, reading, eating healthy. Uh, what else? I don't know. There, those three things though are pretty good. You could work on like side hobbies, like learning new things, like mechanics, bro, electricity, like plumbing, bro. You could learn like welding, bro, like little trades here and there, how to fix computers, like just like quick like talents that you could pick up, drawing, playing an instrument, music, learning how to dance, bro, learning how to sing, like quick things that you could just like learn that'll always like help you like keep improving or like make you like feel better because you learned a new talent, learning how to ride a bicycle, learning how to swim, bro, skateboarding, rollerblading. Like there's a bunch of things that you could learn that are kind of cool. Um, that's basically about it. Mostly for the video games, I guess, and personal health and like mental like intelligence or shit like that. Like your mentality, your mind. Like if your mind, your body's a temple, and your mind is like the key to that temple. And if you have a strong mind and a strong body, you'll be strong. A strong mind and a strong body equals the key to a good life. Most of you probably know this already, but have a hard time like getting it started or need like friends or like a personal trainer or just someone to push you to do these things. So that's just something to think about too. So I spoke about like video games, started talking a little bit about working out and body health and mental health. Another thing I wanted to talk about for you guys who enjoy watching sports. I'm going to talk about football first. So last night or yesterday, the Eagles finally came out of their two-loss streak. They were losing like back-to-back games. They finally won, not by a lot though. They won like 28-24, like 28-20, something like that. They won by like one touchdown. Like it was a super close game. They almost lost, but they ended up winning at the end. So they finally got their win and they came out of that stump. So they're probably still part of like the best teams or the best team in the league. They're not the best, but they're like second or third place in the league. So it's not so bad. They still have a few more games to end the season, but that's something to think about. I didn't see that game. It wasn't broadcasted to me. So I was like in a different time zone or they were playing that in a different time zone, so I wasn't able to get that game. I ended up watching the San Francisco 49ers play against the Atlanta Falcons. So that game was kind of cool. Started off, it was like 13-3. So that was like the first half of the game, and then in the third half, like the third quarter, like the Falcons scored one touchdown, and it was like a 13-10 game. And then they almost tied it. Like they made it to like a 30-yard line, and they were like fourth and two, like fourth down in like 2 inches. And instead of tying the game and going for three, what they did is they wanted to go for a touchdown. So they got greedy, and the 49ers stopped them. So they got stopped, and it ended up being 13-10. And the 49ers got the ball, and they pushed the ball forward, and then they ended up getting a touchdown. So it ended up being 20-10. And just like the whole fourth quarter, they were just like basically trying to stop the Falcons from scoring again, and they didn't. So the game ended. It was like 1 minute 30 left, and they just ended up taking a knee. Like there wasn't much. Like I don't think any team could score two touchdowns in a 1 minute time frame. So they just took a knee and won the game. They assured their victory like that. They didn't fuck up or nothing, so they won. Like I was kind of rooting for the 49ers. I didn't think they were gonna be like tied game close like that, but like every game has like its ups and downs. Like it doesn't matter if the team isn't like the best team in the league, they'll still like put up challenges because every professional team is a good team. It's just that some teams suck more than others, and some teams have more injuries than others. So they might not have all their best players on the line. Uh, so that's basically it. That's the end of like week 7. So this is week 7. Next week, Monday, tomorrow is Monday Night Football. I'm not really sure who's gonna be playing, but I'll probably be watching that. Week 8, I think. We're in week 8 right now. So there's probably a few more weeks left before the end of the season. So football season goes by fast, bro. Like you'll spend like 6 months out of the year just like thinking, "Ha, fuck, bro. Can't wait till football season starts." And then once it starts, bro, it goes by so quick, bro. And like when there's no sports on TV, like life just becomes boring, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but like if you guys are like sports fans, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when sports are over, bro, and there's nothing to watch on TV, bro, life becomes boring as fuck, man. Like there's nothing to do. You're stuck like watching like reruns of TV shows you've already seen, or just like boring movies, or like stupid shit, or just like streaming like streamers like their videos and stuff, or playing like video games. But like when there's like sports on, like you have a solid like 2 hours, 3 hours where you can do like nothing but like just enjoy like sports. Even like if your team is losing, you'll still watch the whole game. Sometimes if they're getting blown out by a lot, you might turn it off. But like if you have nothing better to do, just like you'll still watch the game, but you'll be pissed off the whole time. Like fuck, man, these guys suck. So that's for football. Let's talk a little bit about hockey. I still didn't show you guys any like hockey games, but hockey season started. I didn't show you guys any basketball games neither, but basketball is still in preseason. I was going to last stream, but I ended up deciding to play Arc Raiders instead. Eventually, I'll play like basketball, and I'll play hockey like on my stream, and I'll also play football again. Maybe to maybe next week. During like next week, we'll watch sports together. I took this week off of all like sports and broadcasting to focus mostly on like movies. We get to watch movies and shit like that, so that's kind of cool. It's something that I added to my stream, which makes it like a little new, something new to watch or something new to keep you guys interested. So it's just a little different. Uh, got to watch movies. Um, now for hockey, I ended up watching the Canadians play their last game. I think it was on Thursday. So the Canadians ended up winning like two hockey games back to back in overtime. They got lucky because these they end up losing like throughout like the whole game, and then they end up getting like lucky goals like at the end of the match, and they make their way into overtime, and then in overtime they end up clutching. They end up getting goals, but this time, last game, like I don't know what happened. Like they were winning 2-0, bro. The first like the first like third of the game. And then after like they scored one, and so it was 2-1 in the first third. In the second third of the game, bro, it was 2-2. And then they scored like another like after they scored their first two goals, bro, like they let that team score four goals back to back to back to back, bro. They scored four goals in a row and they were losing 2-4. Then like in the third half of the game or the third like intermission of the game, bro, they ended up scoring one, so it was 3-4. And like they weren't able to get that fourth goal to tie the game. But they're a good team. They're not like the best. Like if they start their season off strong, they might have a chance to make it into the playoffs. But usually, like they'll start off strong and then like get like tired and bruised up during like the season, and end up losing like a bunch of games, and maybe making their way into the playoffs as like the last team if they're lucky, and they end up facing off against like a really strong team, so they always get eliminated like right off the bat. But at least they make it like kind of far. They could be a little better. Uh, they've been like recruiting like new players nonstop, and they've been growing and building their team. They have a few like new players that are actually pretty good. They have like at least two or three new players that are really good that have been scoring. And like in their first few games of like their NHL career, like they've been putting in work and they've been doing like good. So they've been making a name for themselves, even if they're still new players. But they're still like not strong enough to actually like carry the team and actually make them like reach like top like team status in the league. But they're pretty good. Then you have Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a strong team. They always make it pretty far too. Um, you got the Edmonton Oilers. They're like the second best team in the league. I don't know if they've been playing really good this year or not. Um, Probably not. I think they're like 0-4 or like 1-4. They haven't been playing too good. I don't know if they've been playing good or not, but I think they haven't been playing good. This They started off like really bad, so they're like off to a slow start, but they'll still make it far in the season. That's always like a guaranteed. You got the Florida Panthers too, or it might be the Florida Panthers that are off to like a slow start. Even them, they're like 1-4, something like that. So Canadians are doing pretty good though. They're like 2-2. They lost two and they won two, so they're not the worst team in the league. Or they're like 3-2, something like that. Either they're tied or they got one win extra, something like that. So they're doing pretty good. I'll show you guys hockey eventually. I don't know if you guys are any like hockey fans. I know I have like if I tell you guys like the way like my viewers end up viewing, like they'll tell me exactly like what countries like my viewers come from. So I'll have like viewers from Canada. I'll have viewers from the US, bro. I have viewers from the UK. I have viewers from like Pakistan. Um, I have viewers from Nigeria too, bro. I have like viewers from like a decent section of the world. Like not too many from Europe, but I get some from Europe, bro. From UK. Sometimes I even get some from France, bro. But those are rare. Mostly Canada, UK, the US, and uh and Pakistan. So that's like where my viewing demographic comes from. So I know Canadians watch hockey. I know USA watches hockey too, but not as much. Depending where you come from, the states, hockey isn't like as big. The biggest sport in like the US, bro, is football and basketball, then hockey. No, wait, football, basketball, baseball, then hockey, um, then soccer, and then golf. But yo, sports are huge in the USA, bro. It doesn't really matter what sport you play. Like people from the US, they just love sports. It doesn't matter what sport you play. If you're a professional athlete, bro, they'll praise you like you're the most important person in the world, bro. They love sports. They love their sports, bro. They all wish they could play sports, but they're like I don't want to be like rude or nothing, but like there's a term for like people who live in the US, bro. They're lazy fat bastards, bro. They're lazy fat bastards. A lot of them are lazy fat bastards, mostly because the portions that they sell in the grocery stores and the portions that they sell in restaurants and shit. Like, bro, I went to like New York like maybe 10 years ago. Bro, I ended up going to McDonald's, bro. Usually like McDonald's has like a 5-piece chicken McNugget, 10-piece chicken McNugget, and like the biggest one you'll find is a 20-piece chicken McNugget tray, bro. Like, like eating 20 chicken nuggets is a lot, bro. Bro, in the States, goes from like 20 to like 40, bro. They have like 40 packs of like chicken nuggets, bro. And like you'll see like fuckers, bro, eat that shit solo, bro. Like they'll go to McDonald's wanting to buy the 40-piece chicken nugget combo, bro. Large fry, big drink, bro. They'll chow down 40 chicken nuggets, a big ass fucking fry. Yeah, and a big fry is like a bag of fries, bro. Like you're eating a whole bag of fries that could feed a whole family, and 40 chicken nuggets could feed a whole family, bro. Like if you have 4 people in your family, everyone gets 10 chicken nuggets, everyone gets a little bit of fries, bro. You're eating for four, dog. It's a lot of food. They have huge meal combos in the States. I'm not trying to insult anyone because in the States they also have a lot of professional athletes that are really like in shape and bodybuilding and all that. They have different types of categories, but like eating is also a competition in the States, bro. Professional eating and shit. That's huge in the US, bro. They have like all these challenges in these restaurants, like eat like 10 pounds of food, bro. And you could win this challenge, bro. And you get paid at the end, or you get a t shirt, or you get your picture on the wall. Like almost every restaurant has something like that. You go to the restaurant, bro, and they offer you like over 3 pounds of food, bro. That's a lot of fucking food, bro. And if you eat it all in like an hour, 30 minutes, or whatever the fuck time limit they give you end up winning a cash prize. You get a picture on the wall or a T-shirt, whatever they offer, bro. That's famous in the States too. That's really cool though. I always wanted to test that out because I know I could eat a lot. I could probably win like challenges like that, but like under like certain time limits, like maybe not. Like I'll be able to. I could finish the tray, that's for sure. But like in the time limit, not really sure. But I know I could eat a lot. I would test that out one day, but until then, I'm just gonna stick to eating like regular portions of food. Um, Trying to eat like healthy and not trying to die of like a heart attack or like of a stroke, bro, for eating too much food. I'm gonna stick to being healthy. Um, so yeah, that's hockey for you. Hockey, the Canadians are doing pretty good. That's the team that I like watching, but I'll watch like almost any team play. Like if the Canadians are playing, like after football season is done, like I'll watch almost any team. Like just watching sports is awesome. I like the New York Rangers. They're awesome. Baseball, bro. Baseball, they're doing pretty good. I like any team that's based in Canada. So the Toronto Blue Jays are making their way towards like the final. They were about to get kicked out of the finals, I think, but they ended up winning their last game for like a 6-2 blowout, and they ended up scoring like 6-2, and they ended up making their way into like the last game of like their season. So if they end up winning, they end up going forward in the season. But if they lose, I think that's like the end of like baseball season for Toronto. Not really sure if that's like a fact because I don't really focus on baseball. Like I'll watch like 1 to 2 baseball games a year. Like it's not my favorite sport, but I'll watch like games when there's nothing to watch because baseball season starts before all these other seasons. Baseball season starts first, then after it's football, then after it's hockey, then after it's basketball. Soccer, I don't know when soccer starts. I'll just watch any like soccer game whenever they play, or if I see like Team Canada playing, like I might watch soccer. They're not the best team, and they weren't always in like the professional league, bro. Like the Team Canada we have today started off as just like a junior soccer team. Like they were like a Montreal based team. They were called the Impact of Montreal before they went like professional. So they were just playing like in a regular league, but we didn't have like Canada didn't have a soccer or a professional soccer team, so they just took that team and made it Canada's soccer team. Now they play against like countries all around the world. I don't know if they play like in any other league besides like the country team. Like there's like many different like there's like LMS, FIFA, La Liga, and there's like many different like leagues, bro, in soccer. So I don't know if they play in every category or if they just play in like one. But we like I'll watch one or two games too of soccer a year. Nothing too special. Might watch like the last game of the season. So if we ever do make it like far, like obviously I'll watch the cup. But if they don't make it that far, well then I'll watch like one or two games a year. But besides that, like I'll watch a lot of football, watch a lot of hockey, and I'll watch a lot of basketball. Those are like the sports that I grew up playing myself. So those are the sports that I enjoy watching. Everyone grows up playing soccer though. Everyone. I don't think there's anyone around the world that doesn't grow up playing soccer. It's the easiest sport to play basically. Like there's a ball on the floor, you try and kick the ball in the goal. That's basically it. Don't touch the ball with your hands, bro. That's soccer. Obviously, there's more complex rules, like, but that's pretty much it, bro. Just don't touch the ball with like your arm. Your whole arm counts as a handball, and that's about it. The rest is just trying to get the ball into the net. But everyone knows how to play soccer. Everyone's played soccer before. Um, but watching soccer, I always thought it was more like a sport that I'd rather play than watch. Sometimes it's boring to watch soccer. Sometimes it's interesting, depending on what you're doing. Like if you're at the game getting drunk and eating, that might be like fucking fun, bro. But if you're at home just chilling, like sometimes soccer could become boring, especially if you bet on sports, because then that could cause like anger issues and shit. Like if you're betting on sports and your team ends up losing, you might end up like getting upset, bro, and getting pissed, like cursing out your team, bro, screaming at the TV, like what the fuck and stupid shit. You guys suck and dumb shit like that. So sports always brings out the worst in people, especially the fans, bro. Sometimes you'll see people who actually play the sport less upset than the fans, bro. Sometimes like the fans will be more pissed than the actual players of the sport. So just your attitude, the way you think and stuff like that. So that's basically it. Next week we'll watch probably basketball or hockey. Take a break from football because we watched a lot of football together. We'll watch basketball or hockey, make a little difference, a new sport, new to some and interesting to others who actually enjoy watching these sports. So we'll do that. And then after we'll try and do like sports once a week, whatever sport I feel like watching, either hockey, football, or basketball. We'll try and do movies once a week. And then the other 2 days of the week, we'll do like video games, playing video games, chilling, or like just chatting, or like playing video games and listening to music, or playing video games and watching like TV at the same time. So try and do like mixing it up as much as I can. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I keep getting better, like at just talking, bro. Like I watch the timer on my screen sometimes, and like it'll tell me like how long I've been talking. Like usually when I get myself started, just like talking, and the first time I always like check the screen to see how long I've been talking, bro. I notice I always check it like at like 10, 15 minutes, bro. Like okay, I just started talking. And then I'm like, okay, how long have I been talking right now? Oh, 15 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes, bro. Oh, shit. So I just started my stream. Then after I check it again, like after I'm like close to done talking, and I always end up close to like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, bro. Longest I think I've spoken for was like an hour and like 10 minutes, just like before my stream starts, just chatting. Eventually, I'm going to clip all these videos of me just chatting, and I'm gonna clip just this part and turn that into like my just chatting episodes, and I'm gonna probably like broadcast them to like YouTube, put them on YouTube one after the other. Obviously, I'll put like the interesting ones, the ones that aren't like interesting or kind of boring. Like I don't think any of them are actually like boring, but like obviously, like there are some that are more interesting than others. So like just this part right here, like I might clip this part of me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put this on YouTube." I'll like erase this and just end it at, "Oh, it's been this amount of time that I've been talking." Boom, that's the video. Click send, put a title, put your hashtags, put whatever filters you want on your screen to make you look better. If you need any filters or if you just like keep it natural, that's about it. So I'll do that one day. I got one message, probably the same as always. Prince, would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. Yo, bro, I've been thinking more about this. Like, to be honest, I've been thinking about this a lot more than I have like when I first started streaming. I keep saying I always want to focus on just my social media for the moment, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, uh, X, like X, also known as Twitter. Like, I'll focus on those. But like, I've been thinking about like, why not like Twitch and Kick too, bro? Like, get like the followers. Like, I think there's like you could decide how many followers. I'm not gonna do like these people who get like, oh, I want 200,000 followers, but I only get 50 views. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'll get like maybe like 500 followers, and like I'll put like 100 viewers, something like that. So at least like when I do stream, like people will see me. So anyone that goes on to like I'm nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually nervous about doing that shit. Like I'm in my comfort zone, right? I'm at one viewer, so no one actually sees me. I'm in my comfort zone. So anyone who actually did see me or find me were like the like special ones who actually like boring. Everyone's so fucking boring. Let me find like a cool new one, bro. And they landed on me, bro. And they were like, "Oh, this guy's interesting. Let's check up on him." And then he makes streams and like doesn't disappear. Like he'll make more and not always the same shit. And then they end up following me and like they'll join my streams and then watch my channels like afterwards and stuff. So like I'm in my comfort zone, like growing like slowly, but like to grow fast, bro, like that makes me nervous, like nervous as shit, bro. Not gonna lie, bro, that would make me like nervous because like I would open Twitch myself just to see who's live, bro. And if I open Twitch, bro, and I'm like part of like the first like or Kick, and I'm part of like the first people I see, bro, I'm gonna get nervous because like my views will go from like sometimes I'll get up to like 35 views, bro, 40 views. And that's still a lot, bro. That's a lot. It's not like little amounts. Like 35 people will join in while I'm streaming to watch what I'm saying. Like that's not a little bit of people, bro. That's like a squad, bro. Like a whole like audience, bro. Like 30 fucking people. Like, damn, bro. Like if I go like in the top views, bro, and like thousands of people start joining in and shit, like I might shit myself, bro. Like I might throw up. I don't know, bro. I might like feel sick, bro. Like all these fucking people, and I might get like a lot of attention too because like I stream like a few times a week, so I'll be like in the top like streams like a few times a week, and like anyone that's on the app will end up seeing me. They'll see my face, especially in the first like hour, 45 minutes. I put like a big screen, so it's basically just me talking to the camera. So that's like when you scroll through Twitch, you'll see like me, not just like like the gameplay and like a little screen or a little camera of me like in the corner. You'll see like the big camera of me just like talking. Obviously, like I edited my screen, so if I did stretch it out like this, it would make me look like fat. I don't know how to say it, like because the way I edited it, bro, I made like my camera into a square, but like the OBS like screen is a rectangle, kind of like Twitch and Kick. So when I do stretch out like this, no, this part here, like I don't know if you guys have been with me for a long time, but on this side here, like if I move my hand, like you would see like the rest of my pictures, and there's like like a Guitar Hero guitar on the wall. So for those of you who actually did see that before I started streaming and before I ended up putting this poster here, I had just like a blanket, bro. It's a cool blanket that I have. I always thought it was cool. It was like so one of the first like drawings and cartoons ever made, bro, was a smiley face. So the inventor of the smiley face, who drew the smiley face first, a big circle and two eyes, a smiley face, and colored it yellow. So that's basically like a blanket, like of something like that, like his personal idea, like a paintbrush and smiley faces, some with like a smile, some with like a just a straight face. So those were like the first like drawings and like emojis. They're not like the first drawing ever. They've been making art for thousands of years, but this is like some like a different type of like drawing that sort of like inspired like cartoons and shit like that. So it's cool to think about it. I always thought that like blanket was cool, so I had that in my like not my window, but like that's like a window there, the window, and like if I show you guys, I have like a like a ventilation like unit that like an air conditioner or like a air. It's a three in one, so it's a fan, a air purifier, and an AC. It also has like a dry setting option. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like it makes the air dry. I really don't know what that means. I might have to go on like Google to actually check it out, but I'm going off of topic, bro. I was trying to say like you if like anyone did like enter my stream, they would see just me just like talking randomly. And I have my camera set like in a way like this. Like I'm not like it's like a square and when I make it rectangle, the part that's missing here would complete the screen, but kind of cut it off because I didn't want to show like too much in my room. I prefer like just here. This is like the cool part. I have like drawings and art all over my room, even like behind my camera. I have like art on my wall everywhere. But I won't show like my whole room because some parts of my room, bro, just like every other normal human being, bro, my room is messy, bro. I have like clothes on like chairs and shit, bro. Like like I have stuff in my room that's like not super clean. Like I try and make my bed like before I start streaming, but my bed isn't always made like this when I'm not off camera. Like it's all fucked up, messed up. Like the blankets all like at the like bottom of my bed here, like all in like crumbles and shit. I have to make my bed, put the blanket on my bed, and make it a little nicer. But, so trying to show you guys like the clean part of my room, and the rest is like kind of dirty, just like everyone else, I guess. Oh, sometimes I'm lazy and I won't put like my clothes in my drawers or in my closet, bro. I'll just like leave them in my clothes basket or like on like a counter. A lot of people do that. Just laziness, I guess. Sometimes I'll keep my room like super clean. Like when I do clean my room, oh, it's clean until it gets dirty again. Then I have to, then I just chill in that mess until I feel like cleaning it again. Just like everyone else, I guess. There's no one coming over and no one visiting my room. Like, who the fuck cares, right? Who, like Daffy, bro? Who cares, bro? So what? So, yeah, going back to making me popular one day when I feel comfortable enough, especially like I'm also focusing on my social media. So once I have like enough content on my social media and I have like a decent amount of followers, so like if other people like go like to my Twitch or Kick like profile and they want to visit like my other like social media platforms, like they'll go and visit and be like, damn, okay, this guy has like a decent amount of followers, he has a bunch of like views, stuff like that, a lot of likes. So that's why I want to grow like social media too. Like it brings like the whole like being popular into like motion, bro. It's like one thing all like connected. So can't just be like bumping on this and then like have like 50 followers on like TikTok. Like what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. How could you have a lot of followers on this? And then you go to TikTok and there's only like 50 and then they might think, oh, he's not legit, bro. He's not cool. But like if I have like over 10K followers on TikTok and on my other social media, they might think like, okay, 10K is probably some people won't tell you that 10K is a lot of followers, but 10K is a lot of fucking followers, bro. Some people will be like, "Oh, I know people who have 100K or two." Yeah, you know people. Are you one of those people? Don't tell me my fucking followers are low, bro. If you don't have as many as me, right? So building that first, and if I have like a bunch of videos, like content that I made, so I was thinking maybe like a solid year of just like focusing on like my social media, and then even if I'm in my comfort zone, I gotta break out of this comfort zone and like test my skills, bro, test my luck, see what happens. If if I do end up popular, cool. If I don't, well, at least I've tried, or I tried to do it, and the outcome wasn't like the best, but my social media will still be like bumping, bro. So every time I do end up making like followers and shit, like from there, like I'll get like clout, bro. From my videos, bro. I spoke to so many people who like contacted me who wanted to talk to me about like how my videos were actually cool and shit. And like I ended up joining like this video game group where like someone contacted me from that group, like the person who started like a group. There's like over like 50 people, over like 50 to 75 people in that group who are just like gamers like me and everyone else. They play like FIFA, Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these video games, bro. They play all of those like NBA, bro, Madden, 2K, Rock, excuse me, Rocket League, just like video games in general, Battlefield, Battlefield 6. I'm burping. So like they contacted me, bro. I didn't go looking for anybody. Like these people just like noticed my videos and saw them and then saw what I looked like and went through like my videos and they were like, "Damn, bro, he's actually cool." What they said to me, like what the person said, she's not well, it's a girl, bro. She was a girl who was also a gamer she, from like Finland or something like that. She comes from Europe. Like she was always talking to me about how she's a big traveler. Like people who live in Europe, they take like the train and the plane and they travel around Europe, and she's a streamer too. She makes like streams of like her trips and she vlogs her trips. Then when she's not traveling, she makes like clips of her videos or video games and things like that. Her gameplay. She's not shit, bro. She doesn't suck at video games. I might be better than her. I might be worse. I don't really compete with anyone. I just like know that I'm good at video games and other people are good too. We're all good on different levels. Everyone has their specialties, right? So no competition, just cool. But that vlogging and traveling and thing, that's like always awesome. That's something that I wanted to do. Like let's say I started traveling or I ended up getting offers from like people who travel and they want to bring me along. Obviously, like the first thing I would think about, bro, is making a stream for you guys. Like, hey, bro, check what I'm doing, and like do a just chatting, and then I'll explain like what I'm gonna be doing on my trip and what I've been eating, and like I'll show you guys views and sceneries and shit like that. So obviously, that's probably something that would be cool to do and experience, and to put like videos like that on YouTube would make me like seem mysterious. Like, oh, he's a world traveler. He has like worldly wisdom, bro. He knows things that from like different cultures and different countries and shit like that, bro. He knows things. Makes you seem interesting. You talk about something from a different country, not just the country that you're from. Like I know a lot about the country that I live in, but like traveling to other countries, you learn things that you don't necessarily know until you visit other countries because you'll have like tourists in countries and then you'll have tour guides to explain like usually they always start off by telling you like geography, sort of like locations, and then they sort of talk to you about like history. So you learn things, different locations, ancient sites, newer sites, how like a lot of things. You'll learn things. Like I can't really explain it, but you'll always learn things going on like trips, and there's always going to be someone from another country that's going to be there that's going to tell you something that you probably didn't know, and you'll remember it and be like, "Yo, that's something that I could tell someone." Like, "Oh, what did you learn when you went there?" And then there you go. Drop my knowledge, son. Let me spit some knowledge, son. Then you tell them right away what you learned. And if you went to a country that doesn't speak like just English or French, what new words you also learn, stuff like that. So I always thought it would be a good idea to do that if ever I get the opportunity to travel. while I'm streaming and shit. So that's awesome. So she was cool. She messaged me and she was like, "Oh, I like your videos. And what I liked about you is that you don't always do like the same thing. You like make videos for like many video games and shit. So you're not just focusing on like one video game, you do them on like a bunch of different video games." So it made my profile stand out and I was like, "Oh shit, thank you." And she talked to me about like her group and her Discord group and shit. It's not like super popular. A lot of them are actually like antisocial. They only really like send messages about like like their streams and shit. Like they're like broadcasting their stream. So they're not really like big on communications. They just want to tell you like when they're streaming, and if you feel like watching their streams, you could join their stream and watch their stream or whatever they're streaming. And maybe like that's the way to like make like them more like friendly and acquainted, like make them more as like I don't know how to do it. Like if ever I did want to collab and shit, like I could join their stream and be like enter their chat and shit, and then text them like, "Yo, bro, add me, bro, and I'll join your chat, bro, and we'll collab, bro, and we'll stream together." But until then, I don't know if I'm gonna be the one to do that or if anyone's gonna ask me. But I don't really share anything in that page. Like I joined in and I was like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" That's about it. Mostly for the girl who added me and wanted to talk to me about that group. Like maybe I'll do a collab with her. But besides that, like I would have to branch out and talk more and trying to explain more things or socialize with them or get one of them to socialize with me. But until then, I'm still just growing my feed myself, mostly independent, bro, doing this independently and mostly just myself. So that's what I'm focusing on for the moment and focusing on other things, which I always keep telling you guys, my other social media platforms and the new video games that I'm going to be playing eventually. I never drop those names though before I actually stream them or before I actually start my stream. Until I start my stream, then you get to see. Like I'm always like, "Oh, I'm gonna be playing a new video game next week," and I won't tell you guys what the name of the video game is, but you'll be able to see what I'm playing next time I make a video or next time I make a stream. And then I always end up clipping those videos and turning them into like a brand new video for my stream. And I keep telling you, a lot of them are actually free, just like Art Raiders, bro. It was free to try. And it was just a beta, but it was free to try. So off of a free video game that I got to play, I was able to make a video and eventually I'll post it to my social media. Obviously, before the game drops, I'm not gonna wait till after the game drops and everyone who has the game starts like clipping, and then I'm just like part of like everyone making like videos. I'll drop it just before the game starts, and I'll have a cool video for my feed. So whoever wants to purchase or buy those video games or wants to try them out, they'll be able to like test them out. If that gives them like the courage to buy a new video game or try out a new video game or like watch the gameplay of a new video game on like YouTube and shit or like the PlayStation Store or Microsoft Store, just check out the trailer to see if it's something they would want to play. Then why not, right? It's always cool to do that. I think my page is mostly focusing on like video games, but eventually I might like keep branching out and just like drop in like just chatting, me just talking, or like I might make like videos of me commentating on like other like people's videos and other people's streams and stuff like that. But until then, I'm still like new at this, so I'm still just doing what I've been doing to start off with. And once I get like better at everything, then I'll keep adding new stuff, new stuff, new stuff. And then when I have everything like that I need added to like my streaming category and my social media categories, then it's just like keep that going, keep making what like seems to be the most interesting. Like topic that I could be making or what's the best video games. So that's basically it. I don't know if I have much else to talk about for the moment. One day I will get out of my comfort zone. And for you guys who are watching me, my 1 and 2 viewers or 3 viewers that join in every now and then, you guys will see that number go from one or from two, three to 100, bro, or to like 50 to 75 to 100, 150, 200. Then it'll be at like 200. And from there, we'll see if that number goes to, 300, 400, 500, 600, 1,000. I could get a solid like 1,000 viewings, to 1,000 to like 5,000 viewings every time I stream, bro. I think that's awesome because the number will probably either keep growing or will stay at just that. But just the thought of having that many people watching you live seems like insane. Obviously, there are streamers that get way more viewers. They might not be all legit viewers, but they could be. Some of them could be. Who knows? So grow at your own rhythm, grow at the way you want to grow, and be content with whatever you're content with. One day you guys will be communicating with me in my chat and talking to me about stuff, either hating or spreading positivity. I don't really know. Until then, basically just me, bro. Trying my best. And you guys watching my videos after, which is still cool. On Kick, bro, the most amount of views that I got like later on is 22. So out of my like 50 followers, like 22, like a solid 20 to 25 viewers like watch my streams, bro, which is awesome. And on Twitch, out of like my 100 viewers or my 100 followers, like almost 50, bro, watch my videos, like a solid 50. But like up to like 75 of you guys like seeing like some of my clips. So out of 100, bro, 75 of you like watch my videos. It might not be always the same 50. Like they might rotate, so it might not always be the same, but I know you guys enjoy my content and watch my videos and you enjoy it. So that makes me happy and it makes me want to keep going. Obviously, like I'm still looking for a job in real life so I can make like money while I'm streaming and I'll have this as like my side hustle. But if ever I do like grow, maybe I'll be able to turn this into like my full-time job. So until then, who knows? But it might never really be my full-time job because I'm not the type to just focus on one thing and not have more like ventures going on. Like I can never just focus on one thing. Like even if I say full-time job where I do at least 40 hours a week streaming, I'm still gonna like use the rest of my time to be doing like other things. I don't know if other streamers stream full time. When they say full time, do they mean 40 hours a week or do they mean every day of the week? I don't really know. Like there's some streamers that'll stream for like 3, 4 hours every day. So they'll be doing like 15 to 20 hour weeks. So is it full time or is just every day? So you got to think about it. Like, what do they do in the rest of their time, right? So they're probably not just doing this, they're editing their videos, making clips, and they're also doing other things. Like a lot of them start clothing lines. Some of them start their own companies, start their own businesses. So you can't just expect them to only be doing one thing. They're going to be doing more than one thing for sure, especially if they start making money and getting paid. They're going to invest their money the best way they can, or they're going to waste it all on stupid shit. So if you're following a dumb streamer and you're giving all your money away to an idiot, expect that idiot or that bimbo. Bimbo is the female version of idiot. So bimbo, some stupid person, could be a guy or a girl. If you're giving them all your money, you gotta expect them to be doing stupid shit with that cash, bro. If they tell you like this is what they're doing with the cash and they're doing stupid shit and you're supporting their habit, good for you if you enjoy that. But you could always try and find like better streamers that might do something better with their money that they earn. So I always think about stuff like that. I'm not hating on anyone, to each their own. And yeah, so do what you want with your own money, bro. No one can tell you what to do with your cash if you make it yourself. But don't go broke trying to give out all your money to streamers, bro, because at the end of the day, a lot of them are real life idiots, bro. They're losers who were never able to hold down a job, who probably never finished school, and A lot of them are just like bums who got lucky and ended up becoming famous and getting rich. Think about it like that. A lot of them are just like idiots, bro, who never really accomplished anything in their life and got lucky. Because none of them are professional athletes. And even professional athletes, you may think they get lucky, but they're not lucky. When they're in school, bro, they have to withhold a certain amount of like grades to be able to play on their team, bro. So professional athletes have to be smart. A lot of them end up going crazy when they get a lot of money, and a lot of them end up becoming broke after they're done playing. But what do you expect, bro? Money makes people do stupid shit. But like streamers and shit, bro, a lot of us, including me, I finished high school. I started college, but I never finished college, mostly because I didn't know what I wanted to be. And I always thought like I could always go back to school later on in the future, like when I'm 30, 40, 50. Like there's no time frame. Like I know I'll be able to do it, but a lot of people never go back or might never go back. But I know for a fact I'll know what like I'll go back for sure. I always wanted to get a doctorate, bro. Not becoming a doctor, getting a doctorate. So getting a doctorate, you still earn the title as doctor. So let's say it could be a doctor in literature, could be a doctor in art, could be a doctor in history, could be a doctor in whatever, bro. But you still get the title, like you're a doctor and your name, right? I'm not gonna tell you my real name until like I start growing popular and people start telling me like, "Oh, that's what your name is," and be like, "Yeah, yeah, bro, that's my name." How'd you know? But until then, it's just gonna be Prince, and then if I become a doctor one day, it'll be Doctor Prince, Doctor Prince, Bam 21, yo yo yo. But until then, bro, just focus on just basic things, trying to find a regular job, focusing on like video games and Twitch and mental health, physical health, eating good, and trying to keep my life as less boring as possible. Trying to keep myself as entertained as possible, right? That's basically all I could do. Find like hobbies, learn new things. That's pretty much it. I don't want to go too much into details and into my personal life. It might start sounding like a little like sad or like depressing because school is not easy, bro. And a lot of people actually hate school and they'll be like this, yo, what the fuck are you talking about school for, bro? I fucking hated school. Like, don't talk to me about school, bro. School sucks. Oh, it does. School fucking sucks, bro. I hated school. I never liked going to school, but I did. Real shit. School does suck. There's nothing fun about school, but it's worth it because you'll learn new things and be smart. It sucks, but like being smart, bro, is actually like a gift, bro. Knowledge and wisdom, bro, is a gift, and anyone who's stupid will tell you like I wish I was smart, bro. I know I teased and made fun of like people who were smarter than me, but that was only because like I was never able to be smart myself. And a lot of people will tell you that like I wish I could have been smart because if you are smart, like this is for everyone, you get more love from your like parents or your older siblings growing up. Like if you're a smart kid getting good grades, like you'll get like gifts in return, bro, and like people will, like treat you nice. Like they'll be like, "Oh, it's only like the kids in your class that might tease you." But besides that, everyone else is gonna be happy for you because they'll think, "Oh, one day in the future you'll have a good job and you'll make good money. You'll be able to live a good life." So school is important. If you are in school, don't give up. Stay in school. It's the second you take like a year off or 2 years off or 3 years off. The first second like you quit school and you try and go back, then it becomes like fucking hard, bro. It becomes so hard. Imagine it was already hard while you were in school. Imagine taking a few years off, then going back, bro. You'll feel so stupid, bro. You'll feel like an idiot, bro. It is not easy. School is hard. I won't talk too much about school. Might piss people off. Might make people feel stupid, or it might want to make people go back to school. And don't go back to school thinking I'm the one that gave you the idea. No, I did not. Don't go to school thinking, yo, bro, he gave me that idea. Don't do that shit. Don't blame me for that, bro. Because you'll end up getting pissed that you'll want to get mad at me for saying go back to school. Nah, nah, nah. I did not give you that idea. If you went back to school, that's your own fucking problem. That was your own idea. That was your own decision. Don't blame anyone and do not blame me. Not me. Don't blame me. Okay? All right. So today we're going to be watching scary movies. Just like last time, I ended up noticing it was better when my screen was off while we watch movies. It just makes the whole movie like better. So we'll watch movies together. So I have two movies picked out. Tell you the title right away. I won't be talking as much. We'll just be watching movies. It's Final Destination, bro. So today we're watching Final Destination. This is a scary movie based off of like random disasters in the world. People just going through life getting killed by like random disasters and fucked up situations. And this type of scary movie is different from the other scary movies that we watched. And the next time we end up watching scary movies, it might be like Paranormal Activities or something else. We watch like murdering clowns, bro. We watch like murdering families and fucked up situations. Today we're watching fucked up situations but natural disasters. No paranormal activity or nothing like that, just like crazy shit. We'll probably end up watching some of the originals like Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers or Jason. We'll end up watching like two or three of those movies for sure. And some paranormal activity movies too. All I could think is there's 11 days left to October, so Halloween is in like 10 days, bro. If you don't count today, Halloween is in 10 days. We're already the 20th of October, bro. Halloween went by quick. I think I started streaming like scary movies on like October 13th. Could be like October 13th. I started streaming like scary movies. It's already been a week. So it was last week, Monday. Is today Sunday? I don't know. I was supposed to stream like Sunday, but I ended up starting my stream like Sunday, like night, late at night, or like early in the morning, Monday morning. So call it like Monday. It's Monday. Next time I stream is gonna be like in 2 days. So every like 2 days, 2 days, or like 2 days and a half, something like that. But it's always gonna be like 2 days. It's always like depending on my sleep schedule or when I decide to start streaming. Sometimes I might stream like on a Monday at like 10 o'clock at night and it'll end like at 2 a.m. And then I'm saying, oh, we'll stream on Wednesday, but I end up starting my stream on like Wednesday at like 3 a.m. So it's really Thursday, but who really cares, bro? It's basically the same shit. So at least I'm making these videos. It could be cool. So there you guys have it. We'll start Final Destination 1. There might be commercials during the stream. So for the so I know you guys like seeing me in the stream, so I won't remove my camera. I'll keep my camera in the stream. I'll just mute my mic. I won't be talking. I'll be playing on my phone or watching the movie. Reason why I don't want to stream while I'm like playing the video game or playing the movie is because like when I'm watching the movie, you'll see me just like staring in the camera like this, bro, watching the movie with you guys. So you'll be watching me like, and I'll look dumb, bro. I'll be like, oh, seeing something like just stupid shit. So that's why, like, if I blur out the camera like this, don't get scared, okay? When I blur out the camera like this, there's nothing. Can't see me, and I could watch the movie and look as stupid as I want, and no one to really judge me. Oh. But I could leave my camera on. I don't mind looking stupid. Look stupid, and we'll watch the movie together. Maybe you guys want me during the movie because they're scary, and then you could stop looking at the movie and then look at me and see me looking stupid too, and be like, "Ha ha, he has a funny chin." Ha 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 ha. Ha," start laughing and shit. So, by the way, these funny chins, these butt chins, people like to call them butt chins. Ash chins. They're called strong chins, bro. This is what a strong chin looks like. This is what a strong jawline looks like. It's called a strong jaw, a masculine jaw. Sometimes you'll see women with strong jaws. A lot of them turn out to be like supermodels or praised. For some reason, it's like something of beauty. They get teased a lot, but it's because a lot of people like have these and look good. Some people they look stupid with it. It complements my face, so I look good with it. But as a kid, I did get teased, bro, but I wasn't getting teased a lot, more like dudes just trying to piss me off. But I still had girlfriends and they didn't, so I didn't let it bother me that much. But they call me like things like, you ever seen like the TV show like Timmy Turner? They call me the Crimson Chin. And for those of you who know who the Crimson Chin is, bro, he's a dude with like a big ass chin, dog. He has like a chin like this, and his chin is like big and square, bro. I took it as a compliment, bro. Crimson Chin was the superhero in the movie or the TV show. And the TV show is Timmy Turner. There was the Crimson Chin and there was the evil version of the Crimson Chin. Crimson Chin was in all white and the evil Crimson Chin was red. So I took it as a compliment. I'll keep the camera on today and we'll watch a movie together. So go ahead and start it. We'll watch Final Destination 1 and watch Final Destination 2 and I'll end my stream. So that's probably gonna be close to around like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, bro. My time. I don't know what time it is in your country if you're on the same time zone as me. So enjoy.